I'm not demanding. I only ask for small things, eh? And why is she wearing shades, you might ask? Because she's cool. Okay. Hello. Hi guys, hello everyone. This is your girl Lucia. Welcome to our very first episode of hashtag Nonfiction Sundays. Woo! Okay, so I've been missing. I've been MIA for a long time, and that's because first of all, it was exams, had to stop everything. Exams ended, had to go home. I don't have a place to film when I'm at home. As you can see, I had to like DIY some kind of studio, sit down on the floor and just get this done because I'm very passionate about this. Okay, so once again, welcome. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you will enjoy this first segment. I'm just gonna try and keep it as short as possible. Guys, as I'm talking to you right now, my phone is on 20% battery. We don't have electricity. Things are happening. But it is for the dream. It's for the dream, and it is to make sure that everybody succeeds, that we all succeed together. Right. Okay. Guys, so the book that I'm reviewing today, I got it for free on Instagram. I was just scrolling past my Instagram one day, and then I came across a person who was like, okay girl, let me hook you up, okay? Let me hook you up with this free book titled Dream It, Pin It, Live It by Terry Savelle Foy. And I was like, okay, why not? Because like I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to read things that are going to stimulate my mind and help me be a better person. And I was like, okay, bring it. Like I'm broke, and as you can see, we're spreading the love, baby. We're spreading the love. Okay. So if you want the book, you can message me on my Instagram Mvula app. You can message me on my Facebook Mvula app. You can message me on my Twitter, which I'll probably see it like 10 years later because I'm never on Twitter. On Twitter it says at Mvula app. Okay, no, at app Mvula. I'll write it down there so you guys can see. So yeah, let's get to it, guys. Okay, so guys, I'm just gonna tell you, like, this book changed me. It changed my outlook in life. And there's one thing I used to hate about motivational books and motivational messages and stuff. Once you finish listening to it, and then after a while, it's down, it's dead. You don't remember anything. Nothing makes sense anymore. Like that hype that you get after listening to a motivational speech, after a while it dies down, and then you're just back to square one, and then you're not making any goals, you're not moving forward, you're just you're just. So what I'm saying is that, guys, this book, when I read it, it's easy for me to read. So I'm a person who reads fiction. I love fiction. So I made Nonfiction Sundays for my good more than for other people's good, because I want to teach myself to read all kinds of genres. I mean, you can learn a lot from fiction. Fiction helps me de-stress. Fiction teaches me how to speak conversation. You learn all those things from fiction. But from nonfiction, there are people's opinions and people's views of life that help you view life in general in a different light. Okay, so when I went through this book and I was like, okay, you know what, this is fun. It's something. It's like investing in yourself and in a different way than you usually do. Okay, so guys, I hate this thing yoguti fiction is better than non-fiction and stuff like that. I hate that. Like, fiction is just as good as non-fiction. It's a book, and it's somebody's mind that is poured out into pages that is supposed to make you feel something, make you learn something, make you think in a different way. So it's very important. Both are as important. Okay, right, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let us start. So I was making notes, guys, as I was reading this book. I was making like some serious notes. As soon as I can find it, we're gonna start. Yes, it's the disorganization of this girl. Good, awesome. Okay, Dream It, Pin It, Leave It by Teresa Belfort. So it's like, it's 200 pages. It's not a long read. It's 200 pages, and it's 200 pages packed with goodness. The way she wrote it, first of all, I'm just gonna start there. The way she wrote the book, it makes you feel engaged, because she's telling it from her point of view. Like, this is what I was going through. This is what I did. This is what she did. You know, like, she's telling you people's stories, telling you her stories. She's just, it's conversative, it's easy to understand, it's easy to go through. She's not just dumping theory on you and using big words that you cannot understand. And what I love about the book, is when you go through it, there are codes. There are small different codes. Like in each page there's a code from a person who can relate to the topic that she's writing about. So what the book is about, it's about writing goals. It's about writing down goals. It's about setting up a vision board. Yes, she's encouraging us to become dreamers. So what she is saying, and all the quotes that are in her book, are about people who dreamt, people who allowed themselves to dream, to write down their goal, to make that vision board and see their dream in front of them every day until it came to fruition. So what she's saying is that your mind should be aligned with where you want to be. You know, you shouldn't just be like, okay, I want to be rich, and then leave it at that. You must outline it. You must put it in there, because our mind learns in pictures more than in words, right? I'm a reader. I love reading, but my mind, when I think of a car, I don't see the big word car in my mind. I see a nice, beautiful Audi A3 red car, because it's a car. You see, that's the picture I see in my mind, and it's always a picture. When you think mom, you see the picture of your mom in your brain, because that's how our brains work. So this vision board thing, it's there for you to put your goals in a place where you can see them. It's there for you to put your dreams and your vision, so that when you wake up every day, you see that, and it is made new in your heart. And then the drive to go after it, the drive to try and make it work for you, is renewed every day. So it's like listening to a motivational speech every day, so that the rush, the hype doesn't run out. You see, so imagine living your whole life in hype, girl. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, that is amazing. Okay, so the first chapter that I read, what I got from it, what she says is that you must first be fed up with where you are. You know, have a drive, have something that's saying, okay, this goal I want to do, and I want to do it bad. So be passionate about what you want to do. Be passionate about that goal that you want to make even a vision plan for, because passion drives you. If you don't have passion, then you're gonna run out of like drive along the way, because you're not passionate enough about whatever it is you want to do. So love it enough that you are willing to give anything to get to that goal. Be fed up with where you are, you know. Be willing to say, okay, you know what, I'm done with poverty. I'm so done with being broke. I want to make money. And then you write it down. You write down the steps that, okay, this is how I'm going to get rich. This is how much money I want to save. This is how much money I want to make, you know. So that is what she's saying, is that, okay, you know what? Be fed up. Be fed up. Be willing to say, I am so done. I am moving on. Like, I'm done. Okay? I've had enough. Right. So that's the first step in your vision board thing. So in the next chapter, at the end of each one thing I must outline first, guys. Not first, like, yeah, one thing I must outline is that her book is written in a Christian point of view. So she quotes Bible verses along the way as she writes. Like almost every chapter has a Bible verse that she quotes, and her views are aligned with God and Jesus and the Bible. So yeah, just a disclaimer. Now, at the end of each book, there is an activity that she sets out for you to do, a practical thing that you can do to put what she has spoken about in the whole chapter into practice, right? To practice what she has spoken about in the whole chapter. And then the second thing she spoke about, guys, is that after you have dreamt, right? After you are sure that this is what I want to do, write it down. Write it down, explain it, write it clearly. Oh my God. A few weeks before I started reading this book, I came across a Bible verse, Habakkuk 2 verse 2. So what it says is that write down your goal, write it down clearly so that if the runner may see it and run with it. So what it's saying is that write it down clearly, not just for yourself, but that if somebody wants to help you out, they can come and see exactly what it is you want to do. Okay, so what she says in the second chapter is that write it down clearly so that anybody will know what you're saying, so that you won't be confused, so that when the universe conspires to help you, they can just they know what they're doing because you've written it down and you've clearly defined it. Okay, that's the second chapter. The third chapter was like, now when you've written it down, be continuous, but review. You know what we do, guys? Almost everybody I know writes down goals, but the problem is that we don't review them. So when you've written your goal, you've written it, it's fine, and then you're leaving, and then you forget it. But you must keep it in front of your eyes all time. So what I have started to do is that every day, I rewrite my 10 goals. I wrote down 10 goals that I want to achieve. I write them down. I rewrite them every morning. Every morning when I wake up, I say my affirmations, I pray, and then I write down my goals. Rewrite them every day without looking at what I wrote yesterday. And the dreams, the goals that pull through from day to day, those are the goals that I'm really serious about. And it makes you it focuses your mind. Okay, this is the thing that is in my heart, and this is the thing that I should be doing right now. Okay, and then on the fourth one, I'm not going to finish, but I'm just going to give you guys, so that you understand what is actually going on. And then you get to the point where you are now putting down a vision board. A vision board is good because it gives you a picture of the goals that you've written down. So you choose one goal, then you do a vision board for it. That's the goal that you are like. What I decided to do is that just my ultimate goal, right? I put pictures of the house that I wish to live in, the type of house, the type of car that I want to drive, just my overall goal in life, so they can push me to achieve all these 10 goals that I set for myself every day. What I did was okay, you know what, this is where I want to be at the end of it all. This is exactly where I want to end, so I wrote it down, and I'm biased, I'm gonna be purely subjective on this matter, but this book for me changed everything. My WhatsApp contacts are fed up with me talking about this book because I spoke about it when I read the second chapter, and I was like, oh my God, what she's speaking about is something that everybody needs to know. It's something we should all be doing. We should be allowing ourselves to dream. We should be allowing ourselves to not be limited by the things that we see in front of us. I'm at home right now, and there's the walls are awful. I was trying to do a video for the longest time, but I was like, oh my God, the walls are so awful. The walls are so awful. And then I decided, you know what? The walls are not gonna get better right now. So let me just make an alternative plan. I took what is this thing? Curtain. I took a curtain, put it over something, and then I sat down and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm doing this. I'm gonna bath, I'm gonna look good, and I'm gonna do it. Because I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna, when there's a motivational guy that I listened to this morning. What he said is that you don't want to wait until things get better. What you want to do is that things will get better while you are working. You don't want to wait to be like, okay, I'm gonna wait until I have my new Gucci earrings before I can do the video because I want to look good. When you get your Gucci earrings, something else is gonna come because you're gonna want a Gucci duck to match with your Gucci earrings before you do the video, and when you look back, it's 50 days have passed. A whole year has passed. You haven't started your WhatsApp YouTube channel. You haven't done that video. You haven't done anything because you're waiting for things to happen. Let things happen while you are running. Guys, the most important thing to do is to start. Write down something. Define it to yourself so that when you define down your goal, when you define it and you write it down step by step, you get a clarity in your mind that, okay, this is how I want it to go. This is how it should be going. And this is the step that I'm going to take to get to that goal. Okay, so that's really important, guys. And okay, yeah, so if you want this book, if you want to listen, to read for yourself, to know for yourself how you can change your outlook in life, change your approach in life, change, like, let go of everything that is limiting you, just, you can comment on this video, tell me to send you the book, send me your email, I'll send you the book, or because I got it for free and I'm going to give it for free. That's how it is. We are spreading the love, mother. We're spreading the love. Okay, so yeah, that's it for me, for the first episode of hashtag Nonfiction Sundays. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that this is going to be umkhuba wethu. I hope this is going to be something that we do often, because it's important that when you get knowledge, you share it with others, and when I get knowledge, I share it with you, and when you get knowledge, you share it with whoever, because that is the currency that is most important of all. It's knowledge, knowing what to do and how to do it, knowing who to be with, at what time. That is very important. Okay, guys, that's all. That's it. I'm so happy that I got to do this video, despite my current condition, my current situation. I'm so happy that I overcame that feeling that was like, girl, like, who's gonna watch that video? Because, like, who's gonna watch you? What do you have to say? I don't know stuff. I'm learning stuff. I don't know stuff, but I'm putting myself out there. I'm trying to get the information that I need. I'm trying to get everything sorted for my life, because what I'm doing right now is building. I'm building for my legacy. I'm building networks. I'm building contacts. I'm building so that my kids after me will not have to go through the same things that I went through. Okay, guys, look at me talking like okay, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for watching. So on our next episode of Nonfiction Sundays, look at what we're doing. I Am My Father's Daughters by Karabo Machadebane. So that is what we're going to be reviewing, and I'm gonna tell you more about it next week. But yeah, thank you, and please join me. Please like this video. Please share with your people. Tell them to stop making goals. Tell them to not allow life to be stopping them from achieving what they need to achieve. Tell them to grow above any situation that is stopping them. Tell them, don't be greedy with information. Everybody needs to know that. Okay, so yeah, when you get information, share it with others. And when you watch this video, like it, share it, and please subscribe to my channel and let other people know that we are reading. We are building a generation of readers. We are building a generation of people who thirst for knowledge and who use that knowledge for their good. We are building a generation of people who will not sabotage themselves because they know the mistakes of the people who come behind them. Okay, we're building a generation of readers. That is what we're doing. And so yeah, stick with me, guys. I'm gonna hook you up with the good stuff. Okay, love you guys a lot, and thank you so much for the support.